And we are live, and yes, we are back. And this is the time for the warm-up show with the hockey coach, Guru, coach Francis, directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. And we have to go all the way to Toronto, Ontario to find the co-host of the warm-up show. Mr. ENORTAP is in the house tonight.
Hello, Coach. Hello, Hockey Nation. Are we ready?
We missed the gel. To be honest with you, we missed the gel. 8 people in direction of the jail right now, and we'll see who's going to get there. We know the last time it was last Saturday, Mr. ENORTAP. We did the prediction, everything, so it will be interesting how it's going to hack tonight. Game number 1, Mr. ENORTAP, between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche for the Stanley Cup Final 2022. Well, maybe if you predict maybe the best 2 teams at the end. That's what we got. The champion for the last 2 years in NHL, Stanley Cup winner. And then we have also maybe the best team in NHL at that moment, honestly, for the playoff. So this is going to be really interesting. I can't wait to see that. And game start at 8 o'clock. We do a live stream play-by-play, Mr. ENORTAP, at 8 o'clock. We're going to go all the way to the end of this final. And I can't wait to talk about the game and hear for what you have to say about this series. And because everybody wait right now, they are all in the bus behind waiting. So ENORTAP, what he's going to say to us, like what we need to do, how to make money for the next couple of weeks. So Mr. ENORTAP, you are right now on the targeting for many people right now. You are going to be the great one. That's what can wait to see each one of you. You have a few people in the chat already, all around the world, and waiting for the warm-up show start. First of all, we have to welcome Mr. B. Hacker.
Welcome.
And he said, what time is it? It's 6 o'clock. Here we go, Mr. RJ Calabro, insider for the Hockey Nation show with all the schedule around the league. He is ready to rock and roll. Oh, I did not know that. The game is on the ABC.
Yeah, that's good. I hear in Canada it's everywhere.
That's pretty impressive. I thought it was still on the ESPN carry-on, but now it's going to be on the cable, family everywhere. So that's a great news. I think they're right. The ranking would be really good about that. Imagine if it was in York Rangers. But we have Colorado, and we have a couple of great hockey players for the finals. So that's where we are interesting to see that. And Mr. Duda in the house. Mr. Duda.
Duda, how are you?
He was in North Carolina at lunchtime, so I don't know for the dinner he's somewhere else, but he was there at the last time we spoke each other.
Maybe it's in Texas.
He was in North Carolina. He was in Virginia before that, and then he was in Washington State before that one, and now we don't know, but we expect him to be there. So we'll see what happens. Well, Mr. Rory McNeely is in the house. Rory, let's go, Mr. Rory. Hopefully, he had an amazing, great day, ready to rock and roll, ready for the game tonight. He's a little bit disappointed. He loved the Blues, Mr. ENORTAP, but now he don't know what to do. But he said, we'll see what happens. But as you said, the best way is to go to the Hockey Nation Live show, warm-up show, listening, Mr. ENORTAP, what he's going to say tonight. And we have Mr. John Gregg back in the house tonight.
John, how's it going? Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. John, to be with us tonight. And directly from Finland, Mr. Jarmo Virtanen. Welcome back.
Jarmo. Moi.
I don't know. Jarmo said he cannot hear you. Can you say test 1 to test 2, test 3? Or 1001, 1002, 1003?
1001, 1002, 1003. So
Jarmo, tell us if you heard something or not. I boost you at the max volume, but I don't know. He said that he heard me very well. Of course, I have a mic, right? It's easier, but so I don't know. You for me, it's the first time someone mentioned this. It's not you, like we heard you all the time. It's just hear me said that. So it depends. Maybe when he's underwater, that's a problem in the spa. With all the steam inside of this, it just makes sense to me, but we'll see. And then what happened? Mr. Jose Duarte, the moderator of the Hockey Nation show, back in the house tonight. Jose, thank you so much.
Hello, Jose. Welcome.
And Mr. Run with Kings 20, Utah, directly from Utah, in the house from the Los Angeles King. He can wait to see the series also. He's excited about the final. Any fans, guy, whatever your team is not there, that's what you're looking for, right? There's the final
That's
of
right.
the final.
Good hockey.
Yeah,
Good,
exactly.
solid hockey.
That's what it's all about. I think that's a great way to do that. Mr. Standard Ice, Andrew Lepage, back in the house tonight. Welcome aboard, Mr. Andrew.
How's it going, brother?
Here we go. Mr. Eagle Frank 86 is locked out somewhere around the Tampa area right now. He's going to be out until the end of the series. We'll see. We wish you the best, Mr. Eagle, for the third time. And, as a fan, that's what you want. And we'll see how this is going to turn around. Hopefully, your team is going to win for the back-to-back-to-back. I picked Tampa on the Saturday pass. Andrew?
So sorry.
Yeah. Did I put you out? I think I'm okay.
I'm okay too.
I think I put Andrew. Oh, he maybe talks just the result. I think he was looking for the bottom about that one over there. And then everybody said, "Oh, we have Mr. Alan Barnes in the house tonight."
How are you, Alan?
Welcome back, Mr. Alan. And a best friend, Mr. Stu. Another fans of the Boston Bruins. We have a few friends like Ross. We have John. We have a Stu. They love the Boston Bruins. Glad to see him again with us, Mr. ENORTAP, and to be with us. He's in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's exactly what we thought. We did not know it was Charlotte, Raleigh, or Asheville, or Winston-Salem, those cities like that. So that's only I know when I passed my geography and at school, I learned about, North Carolina. He said, the capital is what? I said, it's Raleigh. He said, what about Durham? He says, this is just south of Charlotte. Yeah, but which airport do you take? I said, I take Charlotte. That's what the airport is bigger over there, and it's American Airlines controlling the airport over there. So hopefully, Mr. ENORTAP, you heard more about the situation in Charlotte.
In Charlotte, no.
William McClary in the house tonight.
William, welcome.
Andrew ask you a question. Question of the one of the night. Are you going on vacation, Mr. ENORTAP?
No.
Here we go. Yamo Vertanen, my boy, in the house.
Yeah, tomorrow.
He's going on vacation. He's going in his backyard for a couple of nights. Yeah, or he's going to a fire pit over there. That's what he's going to do for a couple of things.
I don't want to make anybody jealous,
Francois Pitt, 10:04. Here we go, 10:04. Kilo, back in the house, Mr. Kilo.
Kilo, how's it going?
And the good news for Kilo. 0-1 last Sunday. I heard, but coach voice better. Here we go. Yes, this is my mic. The coaching job of killing Phil. Yep, it is. Richard Mullen, directly from Calgary. Not on vacation. I'm doing shows. The standing coming up. Congratulations, Richard. Glad to have you. Success on your business. And after a couple of problems with your health, it's always great to have people have that kind of recovery, and they can step up back and return on that. So, Richard, congratulations, and hopefully more show. If you stop every city on each province until you're back in Montreal, you're going to make a lot of money. We wish you the best. Maybe we'll see you in 2025 after you did a tour about 664 show. And we wish you the best, Mr. Richard Mullen.
Let me know when you're in Toronto, Richard.
I hit the 2-1 score last game. Yamo, yeah, exactly what happening. That's the reason your name show up a lot at the bottom. I have to give you credit on that one. We was getting there, but now you talk about, we said, we not to tell him about that. Mr. Roger Delaney back in the house tonight. Roger. 10-4, 10-4, Roger. 10-4, top 10-4, 10-4. There we go. I'm hoping Avalanche win, but I just want a good Stanley Cup series. That's a great statement. I think that's, as a fan, that's what you want. Great Stanley Cup series and more games. I think is better. I would hope we can get 7 games. Last year, Montreal 5 game was not good enough. But if we can go 6-7, that'd be awesome. William has said Tampa is 6-5 in the first game of the last 11 series, so I'm curious to see what happened tonight. I haven't thought the opening lows, obviously. I've not heard them.
No, I know.
That's a great comment, Mr. William. Going up. And Yamo says Stu Grimson. Stu Grimson, a little bit, you know, a bit of fighter and something like that, right? NHL. Works with the Nashville Predator now, Mr. ENORTAP, and the organization, a youth travel, Nashville Predator. He was in charge, president, or in charge about the youth travel, but I feel now he works with the team and on the radio, no, on the TV.
I thought
he's now an NHL network, by the way.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. I know everything. That's crazy.
You do. You're the GOAT.
Mr. Dan Asham directly from Winnipeg, Manitoba with Colette Asham. And welcome back, Dan. And then finally, it's funny, I see him tonight because I said, I didn't see Brendan the last couple of days. And Brendan Whitman, I'm in Edmonton, Alberta tonight. Brendan, welcome back in the Hockey Nation Live Show. We miss you, buddy. Thanks to be with us.
Welcome, Brendan.
And then we wish you the best. Hopefully, you're not going to take the gel for tomorrow. So pay attention what ENORTAP we're going to say to you. And then you can maybe decide which team you want to go. And talk about which team. I'm talking about Blackhawks fan 97, Nick and Kate and Joshua and Hopper. I did not know yet the pet's name yet, but we will come back. Mr. Blackhawks fan 97. He's in the house tonight. And directly from Ontario, back in the house, Miss Kelly with all the news about what's going on around the Hockey Nation Show with the score. She's excited about the game tonight. And, of course, the U.S. Open tonight this weekend in the golf. And also, I think the Formula One is in Montreal. I don't know if it's this weekend. But, you know, is this weekend?
I'm not sure.
The Formula One?
Not sure.
I heard about Hamilton, but I don't know.
I will check for you.
It's confusing a little bit, Hamilton. It's more like a badminton, but that's no sorry. Kelly, what are the odds said over under is tonight? I mean, how many goals are they predicted would be scored? I did not look at Kelly about that one there. I'm pretty sure it's 6.5. That's what I think. But Canada, USA is not the same, so I'm not sure to tell you that really. I don't want to make you make a mistake here. And Dixon is going to get up into the house tonight. Dixon!
Hey, Dixon. By the way, Coach, it's 6.
I'm sorry?
It's 6 for tonight.
It's 6 for tonight?
Yeah.
All right. And what about Formula One?
Formula One is...
Okay. I thought you was looking for that game. Question put a little cue about this. Coach, I picked Stan Coach on my friend. This is last game. Visit Rangers. You're absolutely right, Kelly. I remember that one over there. But sometimes you put this on my other email and then I forgot. And this game was last Saturday. But you're absolutely right about this one over there. I have to give you credit on that one over there because you pick Stanko's like Danny. I don't know. You copy Danny or Danny copy you. But both of you have it. So congratulations for both. And now it's add at the bottom about that. It's not that weird.
By the way, it's in July 3rd.
July 3rd
is the Formula One. And it's the British Grand Prix.
What kind of business is the best time? Which business grow a lot of business when they are coming in town, the Formula One?
Tire business?
It's the one they're hanging on the street, the couple of corner in downtown Montreal.
That's true. Yeah.
That's another story. Well, sometimes he could be inside
big story.
Inside a bar with a post, but that's another subject about that one also. Yamo, I think speed is biggest weapon of Colorado. Toronto have a speed hard opponent for Tampa. Rangers did not have the speed like Colorado, McKinnon, McCall. That's what we are all interested to see, right? You know, we had the Vasilevsky and the defense and that side, and then you have the speed and everybody, and then that's what we want to see. Okay, who's going to get the best way about that one over there? So be interesting. And directly from Denver, Colorado, number one fans of the Colorado Avalanche, back in the house. Buenos noches, Mr. Lawrence de Herrera, back in the house tonight.
Lawrence, welcome.
Buenos tardes, because it's not Nachi yet over there. It's only 4:15. But Lawrence, glad to see you, my friend. And hopefully you're ready to rock and roll your team tonight. Fuck is amazing, D, but he was great passer. McCall have a speed also. I think total is 6.0. Everybody is on that same address. Coach William ENORTAP not said, have the best two team in the final. Who will you see was number 3? That's a good question.
It is a good question.
Honestly, you have to pick Edmonton or Rangers.
Well, not necessarily. Like I was saying yesterday, sometimes it's not how far you go, but it's about the matchups you get along the way. So, like you look at that first round, I still think St. Louis and Minnesota, you had 2 excellent teams there. Like either one could have gone right to the finals.
Well, if you think that way, you know, if you go all the way like that, Florida Panthers is the best team with one of the 16.
But they didn't perform. They didn't perform.
You know what I mean?
They didn't perform though. That's the difference. Like they underperformed given what they achieved in the regular season, whereas a team like St. Louis did not. I think they carried it right into the playoffs. If maybe Binnington had been healthy, who knows? Is Colorado there?
I will go with Rangers.
I think the Rangers overachieved a little bit. I think if it wasn't for Shesterkin, it doesn't.
I think the injury pick up them and the fatigue pick up them.
Yeah, and also the fact that I think they knew that they weren't going to probably go as far as they did, and this was all bonus. It was gravy for them. You know, I think their plan was more a couple years down the road.
All right. Mr. Alexis Dubuc back in the house, the scout.
Hi, Alex.
The scout. And Brennan said the racing is on Montreal this weekend, Mr. ENORTAP.
Okay. This weekend, so maybe I missed the one.
Or you maybe look for 2016, possible, maybe like 6 years ago or something like that. I'm doing great, Mr. Alexis. How are you doing, Mr. Alexis? Welcome. Hopefully he's walking. By the way, Mr. Alexis is in the house, guys, and he's a scout, guys. We're going to stop that here because we have some things going on here. And we have a few people here. We're not going to talk about this yet, Mr. ENORTAP, but we want to invite everybody. Really important. We do a special weekend this weekend, guys. And I don't know where's I don't know where he's right now. Here we go. He's right here. They have a company called Draft Pro. It's really one of the best of the scouting evaluation. All the players, one by one, they watch maybe 30, 50 games for each players and the draft. It's called Draft Pro. They have their own business, and they create some, a file, and you can read about this. I really not help, but I'm always read their contents for the last 3 years. And we have Jared Brown, the director of scouting for that company. It's called the Draft Pro. Is going to join us. A special edition, guys, for everybody. Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. This Saturday, you are coming here. You talk to him. You ask questions. If you don't hear, if you want to have your own questions, send it to me, and that'll be great. We're going to ask him all these questions. He's going to be with us for 60 minutes. And after is going to be the co-host with us. And then we're going to have Jared Brown with us for 60 minutes. This is a great news for the Hockey National Show. We try to bring some people to a little bit talking more about the NHL draft. Of course, we're going to talk about the series. Will be the game number 2 Friday night. But I think it'll be a good asset, Mr. ENORTAP, to have a chance to have Jared Brown with us this Saturday, 12 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. It's if you have questions about this year's draft and some of the prospects coming up, he's the guy to ask.
Yep, exactly about that one over there. We're going to be back here. We're going to be back a little bit later. We have people talking about the Montreal. It's good. Le coach côté, besoin au draft. Montréal, besoin de quoi? À côté, besoin de quoi au draft? À côté, je suis pas sûr, je comprends, Alexis. Un centre, puis un défense droitier. Ça serait les deux prochaines, certainement, à regarder. Anyone pick Colorado with a Tampa for bracket? I only Colorado, correct? I have Colorado, Yamo, me too, but you have François Pitre.
Didn't Andrew have it?
Andrew have also, but
yes,
no. Alexandre Meilleur.
Yeah?
I think Alexandre, he has Tampa Bay, Colorado. And
what did Andrew have?
But Alexandre picked Colorado because I cannot win anymore. So I can finish only behind him. So it's Alexandre. About this, on n'a pas compris, Alexis, ta question vraiment. Andrew said the Rangers. I would like a good game tonight, and the Browns and the Abs, a real playoff team. We can go back hitting each other. Yeah, I can remember those kind of people about that. Well, Mac is a German shipper. Is something else. It was a rescue. Oh, so the Mac is a dog, Mr. ENORTAP. So that's good to know. Raleigh, we don't know. Schiller was wrong with the bread. And Raleigh, it was wrong. So Raleigh and Mac. That's great. And Oja was until injury kick out. Arthur Lekonen is on fire tonight because his father bring him some finish chocolate to Colorado. And Ratanen steal all the chocolate and the Lekonen about that one over there. So
did you see that in the interview, Coach?
I didn't see the interview, but I have heard people talk about this.
They took a picture from the side, and he had 2 bars of chocolate.
Oh yeah,
in his pocket.
A draft plant, François. I don't know much about a draft entry player. Should I still come? You're welcome to listening about this. Mr. Real Deal Prim is on the house.
Of course, Kelly. You're always welcome. Real deal. How are you?
Sam Rizal is a great hockey player, Alexis. I talked about him in my video like a couple of days ago. Montreal maybe look about him. He had the upside down, but I think is a great Montreal will be really pay attention to him. I'm not sure he will be available, but Sam is a great hockey player, and because I tried to make some, prospect for the Montreal can pick, and I think Sal is a great one. J'ai Reims 16, a little bit lower for 16, Alexis, but you never know. It could happen about that one over there. And Alexandre Meilleur, here we go. François, I was great about this. I have Tampa et Colorado coach. Yeah. Je veux savoir entre Renzel et Warren, tu prends qui? Sam Renzel, Alexis, for me about that one over there. And I thought it was Montreal. And then I'm not sure, but I think I'm the only one with Tampa to win. Maybe Center Ice took Tampa to win also. Yeah. First on the bracket. Andrew, yeah. Until you lose one, Colorado win the Stanley Cup. But, you are right now on the first on that one for sure.
That's good news, Andrew.
I'm sorry again?
That's good news for Andrew. Congratulations.
Yeah, of course it is. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. Some of you did not click on the likes. It's skating, it's vision, Alexis. And that will make a big fun for Renzel overall, Alexis. And but again, both of them, I don't think so. They will be on the first round and the NHL this year. I think expect more on the second round by any team, honestly, but that will happen. Mr. Nota, we're going to a little bit go around we have a 625. I think we're going to see this. Again, we invite everybody, guys, don't forget to click on the likes and also join us Saturday, 12 o'clock p.m. We have a special guest, Mr. Jared Brown is going to be with us. But Mr. Nota, the first one of the night, Super Chat, Luciano, Graziano, Rivers, Luciano, Rivers, Super Chat. The first one, Mr. Luciano, Graziano, welcome back in the house tonight.
Oh my God!
Luciano hype.
Here we go.
Go Jays, go.
Thank you, Mr. Luciano, again. We appreciate it. And right now, Mr. ENORTAP talking about what happened last Saturday and go from there. Yamo again, Pierre Martin again, Richard Mullen, John Gréga, coach with Andrew Lepage, François Pitre, and we have ENORTAP, Kelly, and we have Dixon plus Duda. William did it again. They are all the winner, and unfortunately for the one at 0-1, that's not a good news for you guys. You're going to another direction. And then François Pitt jumped in the standing of the 1, 2, and 3 at that moment. So that's what we had for the leaderboard, Mr. ENORTAP. Any question you want to mention about this?
Good stuff.
All right, that's what we're looking for.
7 more games.
And it's getting, Mr. ENORTAP, maybe the best race. It's not the leader here. The best race is this one. The leader jail time. Because, Mr. ENORTAP, check about this. Richard Mullen at 9. Andrew Lepage at 9. Round with Kings at 9. Kilo at 9. And Jose Duarte, guys, at 9. And we have Blackhawks, Andy, Nooner, Kelly, and they're all at 8. So this is not over yet, Mr. ENORTAP. This is going to be interesting for see. We have at least a minimum 4 time, and one of them is going to be maybe the winner of this. We give maybe the boss maybe for the summer if they finish first on the jail time. Who knows what could happen?
By the end of the playoffs, we're gonna have a permanent name for that county jail.
That's maybe could happen also about that one over there. You're welcome, Mr. Duda, and thanks again, Mr. Luciano. Well, I have 6 jail, Yamo. Yeah. You know, 1 game per night is not easy, honestly, to do that. That's the reason why. If not, it'll be interesting next time. So they are the leaderboard, Mr. ENORTAP. So why not to talking before we talk about the game tonight? Let's go jumping. What happening last Saturday? Who is going to be, of course, and direction? We have a few things happening, Mr. ENORTAP. First of all, we have to look about this. Watch out about this one over there. The name of the night, we have to go, unfortunately, is in the chat, but listen, we have to go with the 1/9 and the 1/9. If I can find it, Mr. ENORTAP, we're going to be better. I still right now, I don't know where is it, Mr. Here we go. And we have 8 people that's going to be at the Kilo County Jail for the next 24 hours, and we need to call. Here we go. Mr. Andy Koivula, Mr. Danny T. Kilo, Jose Duarte, Blackhawks 97 with round 20, Aceman Dude, and Jake McCanui. All the 8 people are going to be on the drive right now by Roger, and they're going to get right there because Roger is going to bring all of you right there. Here we go, Mr. ENORTAP. Everybody are ready to rock and roll. And the boss right now dancing, jumping, excited to be back in the Alcatraz, the Hockey Nation Live show. With a couple of days with nobody there. So now excited for everybody to be there. And hopefully you have a great time. And I think we're going to, it's a Stanley, you know, it's a Stanley Final Cup, Mr. ENORTAP. So I believe right now, we expect to be, Erika's going to be there for the next couple hours, deliver some wings for everybody. So Erika, part of the Alcatraz tonight, so Roger pick up her, and she bring all the wings at the party bus tonight, Mr. ENORTAP. Well, any comments you want to mention about this, Mr. ENORTAP?
I like that name. It has a nice ring to it. Kilo County Jail.
I know he is pretty good about that one over there. So we'll see what's happening, Mr. ENORTAP. And then, you know, usually what we do, Mr. ENORTAP, we talk about, you know, what's going on, happening, everything like that. Any comments you want to mention? What last time we did the warm-up show was last Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
Last Saturday. I think it was Friday, 4th Saturday. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was Friday.
Yeah, because you missed Thursday. So, what do you think about this? Where is other Lynn Yamo? She's on vacation right now, and she'll be back next week. Lynn, and now we took Erika. They are twin Yamo. They was born in Blackburn, Virginia, and they was working at the Roanoke Hooters. That's when I met them. The twist, the the twin, and then I did not only met them at the hotels. You have a boss called
Jeez.
My Friend, and I was meet them over there. It usually was a Friday night after but that's another story. Mr. Natap, tell us what happening the last couple of days
She's
in
your
NHL.
accountant, coach.
Well, we have to do business, right? Sometimes I have to do business
Of
inside and
course.
then
Yeah.
sometimes outside. And I was doing
It's the only
both.
way to do it.
I was doing both. The RC Quimper is confirmed. So what pay you
Of
attention? What
course.
you have to talk about before maybe talking about the game, but not the people send me your score. I'm not ready to take your score.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what, coach? I mean, there's been a lot of, in the last couple of days, a lot of interesting comments with the interviews that they've had with the press and the players involved in the Stanley Cup final. I liked some of the comments that were coming out. Tampa Bay is working on being a dynasty, whereas Colorado's working on being a legacy. I thought that was quite an original response. The whole issue around the injuries is interesting as well because just today I'm hearing even though Point is playing, um, there's word that he needs some kind of surgery at the end of the year, and they basically just got him to a point where he can play, but how effective he'll be remains to be seen. And on Colorado's side, we're possibly looking at Kadri. Best case scenario, he returns by about game four. The better situation is probably with Cogliano. He might come up back a little bit earlier. He got injured in the Oilers series, and they could really use him as well. So we'll see what happens. I think as long as these two teams, put their best foot forward, we're going to get a great series either way.
I agree with you about that one over there for sure. I think Kadri is going to miss in the Colorado Avalanche, whatever they say now, but you cannot miss a guy like him during those kind of the playoff, everything. But I think I assume Point, Edmund, maybe Kosharav also, and Brendan Agel and Corey Perry. Five of them, I'm pretty sure they play with some kind of injuries and for them. And then for Colorado, we know Kadri is already, Cogliano is now 100% for them. And they have another one, I cannot remember who he was.
That's injured.
Quimper.
Yeah, and Gerard.
You know what I mean? Like, I think they will have some problem over there for sure about this. So that would be, and in fact, about this. Now, I have a question for you and then for the people in the chat. Pick one players for both team, one for the Tampa Bay, one for the Colorado, have an impact major in the playoff, but they are not their three best players. So, example, maybe not like Palat, Stamkos, or Kucherov, Stamkos, and Vasilevsky, or McKinnon, Ratanen, and Mekar, example. Who a player like underrated or a player is going to be an impact major in that series or going to help that team? Example, I will just give you a name right now. Nick Paul
Right.
for Tampa Bay. But a player like that, I would like to know from the people in the chat, who do you believe could be that kind of players? One for both team, or you just want to give us one name, that's not a matter, about be interesting. What series leading up to tonight will said is the best, sir?
What's that? What's the question?
I'm not sure if I follow him. What series leading up to tonight will we
Tonight
said is the best?
was the best. Well, I liked the Toronto and Tampa series. I thought that was quite good. That was a great series. The St. Louis and Colorado series was quite intriguing. Um, the I mean, a lot of the better series were in the first round, if you think about it. Like we had some close calls, like Washington and Pittsburgh came close.
Oh yeah, yeah, the seven, like
Yeah.
what, 4-5 series seven. You know, Toronto,
Yeah,
Tampa,
we had I think
Carolina,
was it
Boston.
5 series that went
Yeah,
7 games.
Rangers, Los Angeles King. That's another one. Like no people forgot about the one. And what about Dallas, Calgary?
Yeah, exactly.
So I
Who
think the
would've thought
first one
Dallas
was
would
pretty
be
good
that
about that.
far?
We have a few in store, Mr. Nata, before you mention.
Yeah.
We have a McDonald, JD Comfort, Tampa, McDonald and Paul, Likonen for Francois, and JD and Angel for Kelly. Yamo, Nikoshin, Manson, they have to play hard, and Perry and Maroon. New Hook for Ron and Angel. Point and McKinnon for Duda. That's a little bit, but for sure is injured. Anthony Cirelli, highly underrated, is my third player on his time. Mr. Noonar, welcome back in the house, Mr. Noonar. And there'll be a point, Tampa Bay for Brendan. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Here we go. Roger now driving the bus right now. That's the reason I played the Let Day Road. 8 people to pick up now. Roger, I put this on your text message. Don't forget each one of them. Then don't forget Erika at the Holders to pick up her. She's going to be with you for the rest of the night. But for the food and for serve the people at the Alcatraz. I think I'm a bit frustrated with him then series. You're welcome, Roger. And then Mr. Natap, who are the players?
I would say, for me anyways, I think Palat's had a great series, a couple series with Tampa Bay, and he could definitely continue in that direction in the finals. He's underrated when it comes to big games. For Colorado, I think a guy that'll be ignored will be Lehkonen. I mean, this guy has not only is he responsible defensively, but he tends to get big goals in key times, and he knows how to apply pressure on a player that's carrying the puck up the ice. He creates a lot of turnovers, and I think with a team like Colorado, that's very beneficial to do. So those would probably be my 2 picks. Yours?
First of all, do that. Brendan Point played tonight. Francois Palat. Luciano said both teams gave 39 goals against. They are the same thing. Andrew said Paul Elikonen. I go with Anthony Cirelli. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, every time that. Yeah. And I'm going to surprise everybody. They will need help. And the one they need is really Nikoshin.
Yeah.
I think Nikoshin could be a play that he's a big guy, right? He's a 6'4", yeah. And he's not easy to move up. And I think he could be a good leader inside that team for the series. I think he can changing a couple of 1 or 2 games. I wouldn't be surprised. He need to play a role like Palat does for the Tampa Bay. I'm not saying his style is the same, but he's a guy who can go in front of the net. He's a guy who can carry on those games and make a big goal there, another big goal over there. Likonen, to score, it's more like walking, like it's a walk. I think the talent-wise, Nikoshin is better to Likonen on the offensive side. On the playmaker or the complete players, Likonen is better. But if you talk about Likoshin can score really, really big shot, and he can have that kind of skill he has. So that would be my point for sure. McDonald and Manson as the defenseman, that would be interesting to see that. Biran could be another one nobody talk about. Biran versus Sokachev, I would say that matchup, it would be interesting to watch. You have a lot of things to set up for sure, Mr. Nortap. And then we hit the 640.
Who's been very quiet as well, and I don't anticipate that'll continue, is Landeskog. I mean, he hasn't been as physical as he usually has been, and he hasn't been putting up the points at the rate that he usually does. So he could very well wake up in the finals.
Luciano said Tampa as the better goalie and the better defense. And and I'm sure Luciano, honestly, guys, is with our age, right? Luciano is our age, Mr. Nortap. And we grow, or the mentality of hockey for many years. The defense win Stanley Cup
It
with the
does.
defense. But you have 1 year the offense can win the Stanley Cup is Colorado. And I think could changing everything because we said that the goaltender, the defense usually win the Stanley Cup. But I think the Colorado have to remind us only in 1980s when the Oilers
Edmonton
and you know what I
Oilers,
mean.
yeah.
I know they have a defense, but it was not based on offensive, honestly.
No.
And I think Colorado could change that mentality this week about this. Who is the goalie for Avalanche? Today is going to be Quimper. And Mr. M. Bianchi, welcome aboard. Directly from Venezuela. Saluto, Venezuela.
Welcome.
Mr. Bianchi, we want to say to you, buenas noches, como está? And, of course, Valos, Colorado for sure. That we cannot pick the big name because I picked McKinnon, McCall, Listera, Palat, Paul, et Kucherov. I believe Colorado have a slightly better defenseman, William, about that one over there. But so now we're going to get there. We're not going to go jail anymore because we have a couple of things. Here's what we have, everybody. We have a surprise for everything. First of all, it's not ENORTAP is going to dance, for sure. But we have another surprise about. There we go. That's the kind of move we can do. But honestly, what we want to mention to you tonight, we have special things to do. So when you're going to give us the name, the team win, put the score. Don't give me the total score. It's 4-2. I know it's 6. I can do my math very good. All right. But you're going to give me
You're
the
the one that
fantasy
does that.
players, right? Stankos. But now you're going to put also MVP beside that name. So he said the MVP is going to be that player. I need to take that one over there. So what is going to happen with that? But at the end of the Stanley Cup, all right, that will give you 3 free pass. For next year, I'm going to do the contest next year. So you get 3 free pass with me. You're not going to be at the end. So if you lose the last game, but you have a MVP, but you don't go to jail for the summer. Remember, last game of the year, you have to stuck in the jail all summer. So Roger's not going to do the trip every day. So in the summer, we have a vacation camp, like summer camp at the Alcatraz, Mr. ENORTAP. So some of them will be in charge about this. So it'll be interesting to see that. But again, Mr. Tampa Bay, Colorado, tonight, game number 1, Mr. ENORTAP, as your turn, like you do all the time, we open the door for you, and let's move this all the way to the end.
Well, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're trying to do what really no team has done since probably 1983. The Avalanche are seeking to return to the top for the first time in about 21 years now. The two teams, the teams that are lasting the longest here and have reached this point, it really can be summed up by 2 things: experience versus determination. They're 2 well-deserving teams that we all kind of, in one way, shape, or form, once we take our favorite teams out of the equation, we're wishing we'd see this as the Stanley Cup Finals, and here it is. Either the Lightning are going to win their 3rd straight Stanley Cup, or the Avalanche will hoist it for the first time since, I guess, the 40-year-old Ray Bourque did it for the first time in his hockey lifespan, and it culminated his career as well. So we'll see if that happens again. The most playoff experience on the Avalanche right now sits in the front office, unfortunately, and the person has helped build this team. Of course, I'm talking about General Manager and Vice President Joe Sakic, who captained Colorado back in '96 Stanley Cup and also 2001. The only players on the Avs who have won titles are, going forward, have been Burakovsky, who did it with Washington in 2018, and Darren Helm, who did it in 2008 with Detroit. So that's about the only extent of experience that team has. Sakic, to his credit, he's put together a very potent and deep offense and a defensive corps that rivals any in the in the NHL, and it's all led by, their 23-year-old Norris Trophy finalist, Makar, who right now leads the team in playoff scoring with 5 goals and 17 assists. Nathan MacKinnon has 11 goals and 7 assists and is scoring despite being the focus of everybody's game plan, and where teams are putting their best checkers on him. Colorado's chances of winning will increase if second-line center Kadri can return from that thumb injury, that surgery that he had. He was playing very well before going down in that Game 3 against Edmonton. Cogliano as well would be a big help for Colorado if he can return, and they're more hopeful that he'll return before Kadri does. It appears that the Avalanche it doesn't appear, it's confirmed now that Darcy Kemper will be the starter. And really for him, it's just a matter, he has to be himself, nothing more and definitely nothing less. You're not going to outplay Vasilevsky. There's a reason why he's the best goalie in the league right now, but you have to do your job, and then your team has to rally around you. They have to have more of a team defense concept to help out the goalie as well, and that could take him a long way. We talked about Braden Point returning. How healthy he actually is, we don't know. It'll be an interesting side point to look at tonight and see, how well he can carry the game. Like, in that 7th game against the Leafs when he got hurt, he wasn't very effective. But given the nature of the injury, it's not too surprising. It's surprising that he actually was able to pretty much almost finish the game there. The Lightning can become the first team to win 3 straight titles since the New York Islanders won 4 cups back in 79 all the way up to 83. Now, Colorado this year won both games in the regular season by a score of 4-3 in a shootout. And the other game, I believe it was 3-2 in regular time. So they own the edge there. Colorado has actually won 15 of the last 19 meetings between these two teams, which was a very surprising statistic that I came across today. I didn't think it was that lopsided. Colorado has won 12 of its 14 postseason games, and they swept Edmonton in the conference finals, whereas Tampa needed 6 games to eliminate New York in the conference finals, but they swept Florida. So, this I'm confident will be a fantastic series, and I think Colorado will open up with a victory tonight by a score of 4-2. Possibly an empty net goal.
I took Colorado also, Mr. Nota.
How much?
Kel McCall is going to score an overtime at 16:46 at the first overtime tonight. So it will be 2-2, and they're going to be in overtime, so I decided to go 3-2 with them.
You even gave us the time. That's amazing, Coach.
That's what's happening about that one over there. Thank you, Yamo, for the update. I have a couple of people have some questions. I will try to catch up, Mr. Nathan, before we go on the fantasy. Andrew Lepage picked only one player for the MVP. William got it. Mr. Francois, yes, gave us an MVP and the fantasy players. And then for the World Playoff, not for tonight, Francois. One tonight and one also for MVP for the series. And then I tried to catch up other question. Renaud said something earlier, and we have another person. La Merveille said game number 7 tonight, the Rockets versus the Springfield. About that, we hope the Rocket win, Mr. La Merveille, about that, honestly. And that's one question over there. Would Arizona consider trading 36 and 46 for the Montreal Canadiens 26? So the question for him, it would be, do you think Montreal will trade down to get 2 extra picks, 36 and 46?
No, I don't think so. They have too many players as it is, and they have a lot of draft picks too. So I expect almost the opposite packaging of a couple players to move up in the or down, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, and
In the draft.
exactly. And Ron, we can ask a question earlier. We was talking about the team defensive, not a specific or the defense. So we turn that Ron. So like we said, like Luciano said, the team win the Stanley Cup with the defense, like how they play defensive with a good goaltender, everything like that. So it was the question for Ron. So I want to mention to him. And then main girl hockey, Mr. ENORTAP, he is in the house. Welcome back.
Girl.
MGH and the house tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes,
MGH,
and that'd be
like
great
that.
about this one over there. Kelly, coach, do you want total score? No, Kelly. 5 plus 2 is 7. Francois Pitt, Colorado's 5-3.
Francois,
I got it.
going with the over.
Then you can ask her who's going to total go. Coach, no, is Matt. Run. And Brennan Point injury 10 game lower body tonight. RJ is back. Colorado will come out. The global TAMPA boy, we have them. Remember, Colorado only faced 2 times in this season. Colorado won both game. Thank you for the fun, guys. You're welcome to. I appreciate a lot. Mr. ENORTAP, we're not done yet because we have to go all the way now on the fantasy hockey we do all the time, you and me. And we're going to get there all already. And look like I didn't remember, but look, I take the lead 3 point. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Tell us a little bit more. What strategy do you have tonight?
Well, since I picked Colorado, I decided to go fully Colorado players here. So I'm going to go Colorado, my goalie, my defense, Makar and Taze, and forwards, I'm going to go with McKinnon, Rantanen, and Landeskog.
Last time you did that, you did 14 point, and I did not do a lot of point, and you took a really big step over there. My goal here is the more the game is close, better it is for me. So I decided, look, I have to go with Tampa Bay. That'll be the first one. But I go to another way. I said Sergachev, Edmund, Stankos, Palat, and Kucherov. And now Point is there tonight, but I will keep Point out tonight. I hope he will get 2 points. But that's the max he can get. No problem. Andrew Lapage, that'll be great. MVP, Lestagog. Great point. Nobody took Lestagog. Mr. ENORTAP, who is your MVP?
That's because Francois is listening, right? He's a good man. He knows. The MVP for the series or for just tonight?
For the series.
For the series, I will go with Makar.
I'm going to be boring. I would take Makar. And Mr. Johnny from Japan, back in the house. Mr. Johnny, welcome back. Cooper is the champion goalie over Brzezinski. I hope that's so. I hope every time I see those kind of letters, I'm always thinking it's Johnny. We don't get a lot of people like Johnny here, so hopefully he's the same guy. And he said, "How you know my? I'm not Johnny. I'm Robert. Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. I thought it was Johnny." But we'll see what's happening about this. Thanks so much, Danny, for the member of that one over there. We're going to complete here, Mr. ENORTAP, and figure out this one over there. I know you talk about a lot of the game, everything like that. And are you expecting physicality about that game tonight? Do you think we have a lot of hit, or do you think a fight or no fight, or what do you expect?
Well, we still have to determine that challenge, right, for the first fight. I guess we have to we have to pick a fighter. Who's going to get involved in the next fight for a free pass?
We're going to go to the next game because you have too many things. So we're going with MVP tonight, and the fight will be the next one over there. So
I definitely think it'll be a physical series. It's kind of, it would have been even more so if Kadri had been in the lineup because, besides his face-off winning ability and his skating, his checking, scoring, he's also a physical dimension that he adds to the team. And I think both teams are going to try to do that. Let's see. I think the dilemma is going to come down to this in my eyes. Tampa Bay has successfully been able to neutralize teams as they've played them in the playoffs. They've saw what they threw at them, and within a game or two, they were able to adapt and overtake the series. If somehow they can't stop Colorado's speed and they don't slow them down, this could be a very quick series for Colorado. But the opposite is also true. If Tampa Bay is able to slow down significantly Colorado, this could be a short series in Tampa's favor.
Definitely will be very interesting about that one. Then we want to welcome Mr. Andrew Ford is in the house. Don't forget, guys, before you leave to take the door, to click on the like. That'd be awesome if you can click on the likes. And Kadri is supposed to be Andrew out for the first couple of games, maybe possibly back and more longer the series goes, better Kadri possibly come back. Patrick was coming out of the stand to beat up Tampa goalie. Lawrence about that. Mr. Pie Header is in the house. Pie with the Washington Capitals. And 8890. I'm a long time. I cannot see it because I'm right there.
Champa
I'm
Bay
a long time
fan.
champion Bay fan, Lightning, Rays, and the Buccaneers. Congratulations, Mr. 88 and 99. We wish you good luck for your Stanley Cup final repeat 3 versus 3 time. We hope it will happen to you. And glad to having stopped by. Don't forget to click on the likes. And thanks to be a part of the Hockey Nation live show. And Tampa Bay, Igor Pereira. Welcome back, Igor from Brazil. For Igor is right there from. So we have Venezuela tonight. We have Brazil. We have Johnny from Japan. Is Coach going to stream at this morning? Yes, sir. In 1 hour, I'll be back. Mr. Johnny, hopefully see you again tonight. I got Tampa tonight for 2 pi. Awesome. Angelo, I'm late. Weekly Zoom meeting. Not a problem. Angelo, give us, please, Angelo, your final score tonight before we get there. And we get out 3.6 average salary for low middle star players. Renaud said, I'm not sure about this one over there. Angelo said 4-2 Nikoshin.
That's a good score, Angelo.
And so, Angelo, tell us your MVP for the series this year.
I guess maybe he meant Nikushkin.
I don't think so. I think he did not know. He just showed up. Lawrence Avalanche in 5 games. Lawrence good, Bull go. Tampa in 6. Danny Connor get zap. And then Angelo, if you want to give us who is going to win the Connie Smythe, the best player, you can do it. That'd be great. So, Mr. Nota, we finished the show on that way. We appreciate Black. He said, Mr. Stankos, William Siri is Kusharav. Mr. William, did you give us a score, Mr. William, tonight? Can you give us your score, Mr. William, if you don't mind? I don't think so. I got your score, Mr. William, and that'd be great if you can give it to us, Mr. William, about this. Angelo is Mekar. Here we go. About that one over there. Thank you so much, everybody. Before we leave, Mr. Notap, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Hey, thank you so much, everybody, for your participation tonight for another warm-up show. We'll be back in 2 days, Friday night, for the warm-up show. Until then, Mr. Renata, we want to tell you thank you so much for everything. Again, you did amazing, like you do every single night. We do the warm-up show together. We wish a great series Stanley Cup final for everybody, fans, hockey fans. Back at 8 o'clock again for the live stream. Don't forget, special show Saturday, 12 o'clock p.m. with the Draft Pro. If you want to know more about scouting, want to know more about the NHL Draft 2022, we have an expert is going to be with us Saturday at 12 o'clock p.m. Until then, of course, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate what, Mr. Inotap?
You're 2022.
Have an amazing, great day, everybody. We love you.
Night,
have a nice night, Mr. Inotap. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
And get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise.